Hey fam, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are doing good and having a great day. If you're not, please let me know what I can do to help you. Until then, I have a video for us to talk about today. Listen, if you guys thought that things were going to change under a Republican government, a conservative government, you're sorely mistaken. There's a big difference between conservative and Republican. Okay. What I mean by that is that the conservatives are typically the average everyday American, to which a lot of them don't really know what's actually going on. They just happen to vote Republican and vote Republicans into office who, just like their Democrat counterparts, are satisfying the special interests instead of the average American interest to actually better America. So we're going to get into this video because there's a lot to talk about here.
All right, let's do this Alaska clip that someone sent to us yesterday.
I think I know which one you're talking about too, without even
Yeah.
knowing. Yeah.
This is pretty nuts. This is Alaska State Representative David East.
And this is in a red state, guys. This is in a majority Republican state.
There was a hearing a few days ago in the Alaska Judiciary Committee. They were speaking about, the hearing was about abuse of children, right? And how that can affect children and their lives and other people and their psychology. And there was a presentation that was being given. Documents were handed out to the legislators in this hearing, where there was like essentially an actuarial estimation about child abuse and what society will take on. And just listen to the question asked by the state rep, David Eastman.
In the case where child abuse is fatal, obviously it's not good for the child, but it's actually a benefit to society because there aren't needed for government services and whatnot over the whole course of that child's life.
Through the chair, can you say that again? Did you say a benefit for society?
Even the other chair members are like, what the fuck did you just say? Because that's exactly the reaction that this dumb fuck should get. He is literally saying that it is okay for a child to die from abuse as long as it saves the state money.
Talking dollars. Now you've got
Yes.
a $1.5 million price tag here for victims of fatal child abuse. It gets argued periodically that it's actually a cost savings because that child is not going to need any of those government services that they might otherwise.
Do you see this guy right here? There's two of them. This guy and then this guy over here cannot understand what this guy is saying. This is why I was saying there's a difference between conservative and Republican. Okay. As soon as people understand that, especially conservatives, I think things will begin to change. Hopefully. That's the hope anyways. Because look, do you think this guy really understands or even cares to understand the plight of the average American? The struggles that we go through just to try and find money to eat? Do you think they really care? I mean, obviously they don't understand because he's arguing from a viewpoint of money, saving money instead of saving lives. This is sickening, dude. And this is the exact reaction that he should fucking get. What an embarrassment. I hope all of Alaska sees this guy for what he really is. Republican or Democrat, they will show their true colors eventually. And so you have to pay attention.
Be entitled to receive and need based on, growing up in this type of environment.
Through the chair, Representative, I guess that would be the idea, if I can use a really bad analogy, when you hit somebody, always back up because it's cheaper to insurance. I don't pertain to that, and I'm really I'm not even sure how to answer that there's a cost saving to the death of a child. The impact that has on a family and us as a society when a child is lost, especially to child abuse and neglect, is unmeasurable. And it's hugely tragic.
Yeah, follow
up.
And the way that you're calculating this 1.5 million, and when I say you, I mean the people who did calculate it, does that 1.5 million get higher or lower depending upon the age at which the child is killed?
Oh, So again, there's multiple factors, and a number can definitely increase. But again, I don't believe it's going to matter if they're older or younger. Again, a loss of a child is really unmeasurable.
So, do I get a larger payout or not?
The questions coming from this guy really does make it seem like he's considering rolling out a business or campaign to mow down children on this program or something. This is unbelievable.
Yes, and I just have to point this out here. On his Wikipedia page, Eastman is against abortion in all forms. He tried to add a right to life amendment to a non-controversial resolution in 2017 that designated April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month and filed a complaint when the committee wouldn't consider his amendment. So when anybody talks about how abortion is about saving children from murder, listen to Representative from Alaska, David Eastman, who is advocating, or not advocating, I should say, but saying and arguing that it might be a cost saving for the state for children to die in abuse as opposed to for the state to take them on and handle the care that child would need, and then reiterates that in the midst of questioning over and over again. Abortion is about the control of women and their bodies, not about children. And that was illustrated.
I disagree with that completely. Well, I mean, to a certain extent, I would agree, right? Because women should be controlled. Women are the most free they've ever been. And yet here they are, the most miserable and having higher abortions than ever. And abortions very heavily affect the mental state of a woman. Say what you want. Women are affected by that. I have always argued abortion on behalf of children. But listen, as a society, we cannot let women do whatever the fuck they want. The same thing for men. We cannot let men do whatever the fuck they want. There is a specific thing that has worked ever since the dawn of our fucking history. And when we want to start killing our children because we want to be whores or we want to start putting our dicks in places where it doesn't belong, then we got a problem and society is going to collapse soon after that. So, it's not a man versus woman issue. This is a morality issue. You don't have to be conservative. You don't have to be a liberal to understand that a child's life is precious, unborn or not. And we should value that. There's also something that I wanted to talk about today, and that is right-wing violence. I told you that things were going to escalate after the death of Charlie. I told you that was going to happen. And here I am being more vindicated every single day. Now, these two teenage girls here, Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas, were both run down by a kid, who I will not name, over insults about Charlie Kirk. There was already some online drama that had started. It's high school after all. Drama's going to happen. But especially today with what's been going on, we're going to start seeing more and more of this, unfortunately. But since we're already on the topic of kids, I wanted to talk about these 17-year-old kids that were run down. No one should be killed for their political views. This isn't what Charlie would have wanted. This is not anywhere near what Charlie would have wanted.
In Cranford, the deaths of two 17-year-old girls is sparking urgent calls to reform New Jersey's stalking and restraining order laws, particularly when both the victim and offender are minors. High school students Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas were struck and killed while riding their bikes last month by a 17-year-old driver who's been charged with their murders after prosecutors allege he intentionally hit them. The Niotis family says they reported harassment and other disturbing behavior by Vincent Badaloro for months, including live stream threats and stalking. But under current state law, restraining orders generally don't apply when both parties are minors. Families have to instead file criminal complaints, which is a harder path when it comes to online threats or digital stalking. Now, a petition with over 3,400 signatures is urging lawmakers to lower the legal age for protective orders to 15, arguing the law needs to catch up to the reality of digital abuse among teens.
Okay, well, what about possible victims that are under 15? It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're being stalked, if you're being harassed, you should absolutely receive a protective order. So I don't care what age you are. There shouldn't be a minimum or a maximum. Anyways, I hope that petition really makes a massive impact because maybe things would have turned out differently. He was caught on live stream ordering pizza and sending it to their address.
We're learning new information about 17-year-old Vincent Battaloro, accused of intentionally slamming his Jeep into two best friends as they rode an e-bike. According to just-released court papers, police say he was driving 70 miles an hour when he plowed into 17-year-olds Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas. We found this video of Battaloro on a gaming site talking about pranking Maria by sending a pizza to her house. She reportedly had spurned his advances and had filed for a restraining order against him.
Hi, can I place an order for delivery, please? Can I get 2 large pepperoni pizzas? It'll be cash at the door.
He then lets out that demonic laugh. He tells viewers it's all because allegedly Maria had made fun of Charlie Kirk.
Whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his death. Stupid clown.
He was known to have stalked them for quite some time before running them down. He was going 70 miles an hour down that street and running them over. That's disgusting behavior. And I think conservatives would agree with me. I think everyone would agree with me. No one cares about your side because it's not about politics anymore. This is about morality. And whether you drive your vehicle into ICE agents or you run down a couple of 17-year-old girls, it is all wrong. And I think all of us can agree with that. When it comes to children, life is precious. Mentally healthy people are not going to do anything like this. Mentally healthy people aren't going to do anything like this. We thought things were going to change under a Republican government. No. Business as usual. This is why I say the only thing that's really going to fix this is starting a new party, a people's party, a party for the average American. That's the only thing that's going to fix this issue. Because these people are so far removed that they're perfectly fine with seeing your children as dollar signs. And the people like the kid that ran down those girls, they're also removed from reality because they give into their emotion and they listen too much into the propaganda on the right side as well. Because be no mistake, there's propaganda from the right as well. As we have already found out when Tucker was removed from Fox. So that's what I want to talk about today, guys. Brother, thank you for sending me this video. I appreciate you. This needs to be talked about as well. And I'm not seeing a lot of other YouTubers talk about it. So this channel is here for the truth. This channel is here to expose everyone, hold everyone accountable, myself included. We're not perfect. We go through life trying to just figure shit out. And that's exactly why we're all here. And I'm so grateful and I'm so glad to have all of you here with me to figure this shit out together. So if you happen to see any more of this stuff, whether it's on the left or the right, please send it to me because I want to talk about it all. This needs to change. All of it needs to change. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, join the family, guys. I'd love to have you. Please also leave your thoughts down in the comment section. I want to know what you think about this situation. That being said, guys, I appreciate you watching. Please remember to take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I wish you a lovely day. I love you all. I'll talk to you guys soon.